Okay, welcome everyone. This is Donna McDonald, and I want to thank you for joining us on call 2 of our 90 Days to Dedication program. And I was just so enthused by all of our posting that we did, in the last 2 weeks. Those of you that took the challenge on to add more bookings to your calendar by posting that you were going to be committed the way that the pig is committed to breakfast. And I hope that you enjoyed that process. I know some of the teams did booking blitzes, and we've been engaging and reaching out to our guests and our customers and family and friends and encouraging them to take advantage of the awesome specials that we have for November. As well as getting, people together to talk about the wonderful holiday tools that we have, the baking items, and we know that, as we've talked about previously, this is the best time of year to have a Pampered Chef party. But you know what? We say that every month, right? And that's because there is a great reason to have a Pampered Chef party every month. So I know that we had lots to celebrate since our last call, so I would like to give each of you the opportunity to toot your own horn. You all, we work independently. Unfortunately, Kim and myself and Christina and all the other directors cannot be there to give you, the kudos and the pat on the back that you deserve every day. So I want you to take this opportunity to share with your peers and a moment that you're really proud of, something that happened since our last call. So if you have something you'd like to share, just go ahead and raise your hand so we don't talk over one another, and I'll just call your name out. So who'd like to start? Don't be shy. All right, Miss Janae, go ahead.
I had it. Well,
there you go. You're back.
I had a $1,300. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I had a $1,300. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I had a $1,300 show the weekend after the last call.
Mm-hmm. She did. Now, Janae, you have a little bit more to share than that, so you need to go for it, or I'm going to just start bragging.
What?
I said you need to share a little bit more than just that $1,300 show.
I had $15,000. $15,000 month.
Yep.
Last month.
Yep. So she reached her $15,000 career sales.
Yay!
She had a $3,000 month for her personal sales.
Yeah.
Which those are director numbers, ladies. That's the number that we're looking at. And her team members sold over almost $1,500. So she's not only running a personal business, she's also coaching. But because of Janae's sales, she actually promoted her upline director. So, so everybody looks at Janae as a blessing this month. So we know that she's going to be promoted real soon, right behind that director. So congratulations, Janae. That was awesome. So who else would like to share? Kathy?
I have a new recruit.
Yay!
Yay!
Awesome. Good.
Yes, I'm excited about that.
Okay.
And also, yes, I had a very long day with Pampered Chef. I did like 2 different events. I didn't get to post it yet, but I did get 5 shows total.
Wow.
Wow. Congratulations,
Nice.
Kathy. That's great. And where did you meet your recruit at? Was she at a show or?
Actually, this is his 3rd time around.
Okay.
And the 3rd time's going to be a charm.
Exactly. Right. Good deal. So awesome. Congratulations, Kathy.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else want to raise your hand? Something to share? It doesn't have to be, something that's monumental. It can be something that brought you out of your comfort zone, something that engaged you to do just a little bit more. Okay. Michelle or Nicole?
Yeah, sorry, my dogs are going nuts. No, I was going to say that I joined Teamsy, or I'm checking out Teamsy, if y'all have heard of that. It's a customer resource management tool, I guess, and it tells you who to call, when to call, that kind of thing every day. So your power hour becomes, it tells you exactly how to do it. And I'm really enjoying it. I think I might keep it. We'll see.
Yay.
So could you spell that for us?
TEAMZY.
So it's basically for direct salespeople and all different.
Yes. So you set it up to, you import your Pampered Chef clients, you import your Facebook clients, and then it sets it up to where you're just keeping in touch with people, but you're also, making so many invites a day. And those people you rank everybody. So anybody who's really more interested, you keep in touch with them more often than everybody else. So
Awesome.
I feel like it'll be a good tool.
All right, great. I'll have to take a look at that. Thank you. All right, Nicole?
I believe since our last meeting, I closed my personal best show, which was it was about $1,800.
Wow, good
So
job.
I was very pleased with that.
Awesome. Great. Congratulations. That is definitely something to be proud of. So good job. Congratulations. All right. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Melba, you need to brag about how you spent your Halloween. Not everyone was here on the beginning of the call.
Well, I was in Jasper handing out candy and recipe cards for Pampered Chef. I also have I've already had one party, and I have 2 more booked, and I have 2 events booked, one in November and one in December.
Good. All right. Great start. Good job, Melba. Wonderful. All right. So are we good? Anyone else want to share? Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And plan that, you come to every call, just, sharing something that you're excited about, something that, as I said, something that you moved forward and you did just a little bit more than you did, the day before. So that's what this is about. Okay. It's about staying engaged. All right. So I am going to go ahead and do our share screen, because I'm going to ask each of you to pull out your director bound. If you have your participant workbook, if you would pull that out, that would be great. Okay. Is my screen visible with the PC logo on the front?
No, it's got a bunch of stuff on it.
Your desktop.
Yep.
Oh, my desktop.
I think it might have opened in a different window, Donna. If you hit share screen again and click on it.
I just lost it. Let me go. Let me pull it over here and see what happens if I pull it. Oop. Oh, uh-oh. I totally lost you now. Hold on. Let me start over. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
All right. So we're going to talk just about the 90 Days Director Program. Now, I know that there was some question on the starting your team, and I know that directors clarified that, so I hope that you all have the bubble picture. And I hope you go to bed thinking about the little bubbles of who you are going to add to your team with those bubbles. So you want to just keep moving with that. And let me just turn this. Okay, and I turned it the other earlier. And let's see what happens. Can you all read it sideways?
So just turn it sideways ourselves.
I know. What? Oh. Okay, Kim, why won't it turn sideways now?
That I don't know. I don't know if you should just save that one and as a picture and rotate it. I don't know if you can do that.
Hold on, I think I may know what I could do.
I don't know if there's a button where you can rotate the whole thing or not.
There was, but now I can't find it. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I love how patient you all are. That still didn't work.
G-U-N-E or G-O?
Okay. Darn. Okay, just grab your workbooks out. Let's just go back to square one. Everybody has their workbook in front of them? Perfect. All right, so I just want to talk about this formula because it's really important that we engage with this and we understand the numbers, okay? So the 90 days to director formula for success is about how many parties we have booked. And I think you've heard, you know, the statistic of this business is that we are going to have cancellations. So if we have 8 shows booked and we're all like, woohoo, we would all love to have 8 shows because 8 shows gives us a solid foundation for not only future bookings, for putting us in front of enough people. So if you look at that 90 days to director formula, we have 8 shows booked, parties booked, and that can be a combination of whatever you choose to do, virtual parties, in-home parties, catalog shows, fundraisers, whatever. We are going to have a 20% cancellation, probability, okay, because life happens. So with 8 shows booked and 2 parties canceled, that means we're going to hold 6 parties. And those of you that did the income calculator, I hope that you all did the income calculator with your director. But you heard us talk to you about having at least 10 guests at every party. Why? Because that means that puts us in front of 60 people. 60 people in 30 days. Okay? So if we think about the method of a third, if we divide 60 by 3, that means we're going to be giving 20 people information to take home about this business. Okay? The more people that you give it to, the more, probability you have of bringing team members on board. Okay? So if we give 20 people information to take home and we divide that again by 3, that means 7 of those people are going to agree to talking to you about the business. And, I don't even like the terminology opportunity chat. Just close out opportunity and just say chat. We are just going to talk to them about how Pampered Chef can impact their life. So we talk to 7 people one-on-one about the business. And we, again, divide that by 3. That means the probability is that 2 of them are going to say yes to the business, okay? So we're looking at getting to directorship in 90 days. So if we have 2 personal recruits every month for the next 3 months, that means we are going to have 6 team members. And of course, we're going to encourage our team members to do the same thing that you've done, and that's recruit right from the beginning. So the 2, if we have 6 team members and they each, divide that by 3, they're going to have 2 team members. So that's 2 indirect recruits. So we're starting our 90 days to director with having 8 team members. 8. So how is that for a number? Okay. That means you're going to start at your directorship out strong and not worry about where is that $5,000 going to come from. Okay. All right. So is there any questions about that? Okay. All right. So I just want to make sure that you're all clear on what that is going to look like and what it is that you want to work towards. Okay. Right. So if you have not gone over that 90 days to director formula or your growth plan with your director, I really encourage you to spend that time doing that. Those of you that did the income calculator, how eye-opening was that for you?
It was amazing.
Okay. So it's like, wow, look at the possibility by just doing a little bit more of looking closer at just adding 3 to 4 bookings, making sure that we have that minimum of 10 guests, and we work to the guest special. That is so, you know what, look at what Pampered Chef offers you. They offer you the ability for everyone to be at $75 by giving them a free gift. So that is super important to make sure that happens. Okay. Now, if you, as we went through that, the 90-day program, and you all were like, well, I don't have those shows on my calendar, that's what this next recording that we're going to go through is going to talk about. We did a little flip-flop on our last call. I mentioned to you that Nancy Jo Ryan, who is a national executive director, I think everybody knows Nancy. Raise your hand. She doesn't really require even Ryan. Everybody goes to Nancy Jo and everyone says yes. Well, we've made a decision because we did 2 recordings, one of Nancy Jo talking about bookings out and about, but the second one with Marna Ross, who was really talking about the November programs. And I thought that, you know, it was more important that you heard Marna's message first, and then on our next call, we'll be listening to Nancy Jo. So I did give you an introduction to Marna when the video starts, and this was a basic, you know, one-on-one interview that we did through Zoom. So I am going to go ahead, and if you want to, you know, sit back, the recording is about 15 minutes. So sit back, relax, and take plenty of notes because Marna is just sharing so many ideas that I know you're going to get super excited about. So hold on, let me grab this. And let's hope that this, cross your fingers that this all works. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yep, we see it.
Yay! Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Donna McDonald, National Executive Director, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you Executive Director Marna Ross. Give us a hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, we are so excited to have Marna here. I want to share a little bit about Marna's journey with Pampered Chef. She started in 1997, has an amazing career sales of $1,950,000, excuse me. How awesome is that? So she is right on the verge of a $2 million mark. So woo-hoo, congratulations. Thanks on that, Marna. Just to give you an idea, Marna has an average of 140 shows per year. So she definitely has her Pampered Chef bookings and her sales down to a science. And that's one of the reasons that I asked Marna to join us today, is to share some of her booking strategy. So the first thing that I'd like to ask Marna is, Marna, could you share a little bit about how you started Pampered Chef and where you lived? Not everybody is aware of kind of how you're
Absolutely. Yeah, well, thanks, Donna, for having me, and thanks everybody out there on your team and elsewhere. So it's really a great pleasure to be with you today. Well, let me just tell you how I got started, and I bet it's going to resonate with some of you. I was much younger. I was working a full-time job. I had 3 children that I was raising, and at that time they were 8, 12, and 14. I was divorced, so I was on my own, and I had plenty of work because I had a full-time job. But I went to work one day, and a friend of mine at work had a Pampered Chef catalog on her desk. And I said, oh, I love Pampered Chef. She said, me too. She said, I've got to go to this party. Do you want to go with me? I said, yeah, I'd love to, because it happened to be on a night that I was open. And she said, and she added, and this girl is always bugging me to sell Pampered Chef, but I can't do it because I have a bad back. But she'll give me a $25 gift certificate if I refer somebody. Remember that old trick that we used to give a gift certificate or something if they refer? And I said, well, I think I could do this. It was totally spur of the moment, but I did go to the party and I did see how fun it was. The consultant made the food. It was delicious. And when I started, I really started for the products. I loved the kit because I had lost a lot of my products in my divorce. I was looking for a fun night out. The income was kind of secondary at that point, but it really was just no thought really behind it. I wasn't looking for anything. It just kind of fell in my lap.
Okay, thanks, Marna. That's wonderful for giving us a kind of a little bit of insight there.
Yeah.
So, Marna, since this call is all about bookings, the first question that I have for you is here, the ways that you encourage your guests at parties to book parties.
All right. Well, I use a couple of methods, and my biggest trick is to use recipes and themes, and I really, really hone in on the fun of a party. I know we're going to talk about, the monthly host specials in a minute, and that's part of it. But the bigger part is trying to get people to love what you did that night and to want more. So, for example, one of the things I use is a booking binder like this. And I have 6 different themes that they pick from. So, for instance, I just edited this today, and one of my themes is Christmas brunch. And then I put on the menu, turkey cranberry ring and holiday punch. Classic holiday entertaining on the menu, mini ham puffs. Can you believe that old recipe? And hot pumpkin pie dip. A Christmas make and take. And the way I use this is after we talk about what we've made tonight and everybody's loving that, then I'll go into my bookings talk and talk about, for those of you who, want more than what you can afford tonight. I know you love Donna, but it sounds like your wish lists are way bigger than, your love for Donna, our host tonight. So we should have a party. These are the themes that I'm offering this fall. So what I'd love to do is pass this book around. And if you could, Mary, read the first theme out loud to us. So somebody reads the theme and they read the menu. And then people go, oh, that one sounds good. Oh, and then I might say, as it's passing around, so which one do you think you'd pick, Donna, or whatever. So I really hype up the food, the drink, the experience. That's my biggest trick for getting bookings. And then, to go along with it, I know not everybody wants to, come up with different themes. Use the company themes then, but use them. Don't ignore them. And then, I'm not a big fan of, it's the turkey cranberry month, take it or leave it method. I know some people like that, but people want a choice. At least give them 2 choices. At least give them something different than what they're doing that night. And I also use alcohol. Hello. I'm of that age. But look, if you don't use alcohol as a hook, then use a signature drink. One of the drinks I have on my menu is called Wells. It's just cranberry juice and some other things. But, the company's talking about the experience. Make it an experience that people want to repeat, and they can't wait to find out what you've got up your sleeve the next time. So that's one of my methods, and that's my major method. If I'm short on bookings, if I haven't got the bookings that I want on my calendar, especially short-term bookings, then what I'll pull out is a 3 booking gift for the host. I might offer something small to the people as they book, like pick from my bag or do a now and later bag or something. But I try to give the host a gift for 3 bookings. And that does a couple of things. First of all, it rewards the host so that she's more likely to help. And then I can use something like, okay, so when our host Mary gets 3 bookings tonight, I have this gift for her, and I'll hand her whatever it is, and she can open up the envelope or look. And sometimes it's as simple as any item up to $50 for free at the third party. And I want to explain to you the difference between $50 product and $50 worth of free. When you position it as any item up to $50, there might not be something she wants that's $50, and it might only be $30 or $40. If you say $50 worth of free, you can buy a whole bunch of little stuff and get it. It makes a big difference if you just say $50 product. And what this will do is a lot of times get me the 2 bookings, which I'm perfectly happy with. and then I don't have to give away the gift for the third booking. But that's another way that I get bookings when I really need them. And it can only be in the time frame I want. If they want to book in January, that's great, but there would be no gift for that.
Okay. Thanks, Mona. I love how you first start with creating the picture and the desire with the recipes and around the food. So you're getting people to visualize how fun their party can be and something totally different than they just experienced.
Right.
And thank you so much for that clarification on the one product, for up to $50. I think that's probably one of the first questions if we had everyone here live that they would ask. So I love that. Thank you so much. So you mentioned earlier about using host specials. Do you host specials to book parties?
If it's a great one and I need bookings in that month, absolutely. But I really don't use them as my general booking line. And I think that as a company as a whole, it's probably a better idea not to fall into that trap, because what will happen, as I'm sure you all know, since you're all emerging leaders, if not leaders, is that if you let hosts do what I call cherry pick the month, you'll get holes in your calendar. Not every month is going to be that blowout month of anything at 60% off. So I really focus on the fun and the food, and then you'd be crazy not to, because you're going to get a huge shopping spree. I might use, hey, my average host gets $215 worth of free and lots of half price. But after that, the 60% off special is kind of secondary. Hold on just 1 second.
I love that this happened.
You gotta love live TV. I'm doing things up, and I know you can hear that rattling, so I apologize. So if it is a good 60% off, and I'm saying they're all good, but if it's a month that I still have openings and I want to book, then what I would do, let's say this new special that's out this month, and I know people still need November bookings, so could I share how I've been positioning that special?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the Rock Cracks, a lot of people have the Rock Cracks, and people are going, oh my gosh, we should have just given them that bag by itself or whatever. People don't need the whole set. Yes, they do. Most people have one or the other. They've either got the everyday or the Dutch oven. So you could say, so ladies, we showed you the everyday Rock Crack tonight, and I know you all are dying to get it. And if you've already got it, I know that you're thinking, oh my gosh, I would love to get that stand, that slow cooking stand and that carrier. So look, the base alone is $60. So for $17 more, for 70, or I think it's $18, $78.60, we're not only going to get you the space that you need, we're going to get you another Rock Crack, and we're going to get you the bag basically for free. And you could use it as a gift, or I have to tell you, girls, I need 2 Rock Cracks going all the time. Tonight we used 2. We used one for our dessert and one to cook our chicken. Or if you've already got the Dutch oven, go ahead and pick up the everyday. By booking a party, we can get you the everyday Rock Crack and the base and the bag for just a few dollars more than just that slow cooker base is going to cost you. So I'm just encouraging you, if that's on your list, go for it, and let's have a party yet this month. I'm booking cooking parties the last week in November. And if that doesn't work for your schedule, then we can do a catalog party. And here's my caveat. I don't do a whole lot of virtual parties, so I don't even offer virtual parties. I'll do a Facebook party in conjunction with it. That's my style. So I don't go into that whole virtual, because my fear is that, and it's my own thing, that they will all pick virtual, and I want to do cooking parties. My husband is 72 years old. I want to be anywhere but home. Hello. That's one of my booking lines too.
Thanks, Lorna. And you know what? You're so right. And first talking about the host, our host promotion, just what we have, just our regular party plan is a fabulous party plan. Just, the specials should just be gravy. So wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so now my next question is, what if you don't get bookings at your party, Myrna? What's your next course of action?
Cry. No. the mantra in this business has to be 2 bookings at every party. And you all know that because one replaces, one grows, you got to have some insurance, et cetera, et cetera. So if I leave a party without any bookings, the first thing that I'll do is talk to my host before I leave. She's going to be getting some outside orders for me. So I may throw a little bone her way about picking up a booking for me from those that she's checking out. But if that fails, let's just say the party is completely dry, then I really do look to replace with 2 new bookings, fresh from Facebook, from making some messages, going back to past hosts, calling a few people. And that's how I've always been able to keep up my calendar. Because if you go through a dry spot, a couple of parties, and we all have them, it happens, you know, either the people are tapped out or they just weren't a good partying group, then if you keep waiting for the business to come back, you've lost precious ground. So you can't. You have to make up for that in some way. And while we're just chatting about Facebook, just a little bit, if I could just share just a couple of tips about Facebook. Do you care?
Please, right ahead.
All right, because I really, love Facebook, but I really hate when people use it. One of the most ineffective things you can do is just keep going out to Facebook. Hey, who wants to have a party? Hey, I'm giving a gift. Who wants to have a party? Number one, Facebook is not going to produce this booking, just throw it in your lap. It's just not going to happen. People are not going to respond to that. They're going to respond better to a personal message. But one of the things that you have to do every single day is comment on at least 15 posts out on your Facebook feed. If you want to use Facebook as a tool, you can't just like. You have to comment, because that builds bridges with all kinds of people, and it also brings them into your news feed, because you can post things on Facebook that people never see. Facebook decides who gets this stuff. And if you're a Facebook, what I call lurker, that you're always just, looking at stuff, but you never comment, your stuff's not going to get seen. So use Facebook. So smart. That's why sometimes you'll see me post things, just little questions like, hey, here's what I'm cooking for dinner. What are you making? I want people to comment, because that builds bridges in Facebook. So resist the urge just to go the easy route all the time and put out there, hey, I'm looking for 2 more parties. That might work if you're a really established consultant and you've got thousands of friends and they've all done parties with you and might want to repeat. But until you're really established and have a lot of people, I just think you shoot yourself in the foot. So off my soapbox.
That's great. That is great advice, Marnie. You're so right. We see that so often. People just keep posting, a sales pitch and without establishing the relationship first. So wonderful advice. Okay. So Marnie, you have 375 team members. So I'm sure that you come across this question or this challenge that people have is that they feel like they've tapped everyone in their contact list. When your team members come to you with that concern, what's your answer?
It does seem sometimes like I've asked everybody, the whole everybody, nobody, all of that comes into play. But, I live in a little town of 400 people. You'd asked me, earlier about my story. I mean, today I live in a very small town, right? And even in this little rinky-dink town, I have not done a party with everybody that's here. That's for sure. So first thing I would say is, first of all, let's reset your thought process. Go back and get rid of that. Because when you think that, when your brain hears you, feeding that to your brain, because your brain doesn't know anything more than what you tell it. When you keep saying that, I can't find any bookings, everybody's done parties, your brain believes it, because that's all, it only knows. So know this, there is business to be had, there's booming business. So the first thing that I always tell people to do is host some kind of party of their own at their house in the next 7 to 10 days. And I'm not just talking about, hey, come and buy party. I'm talking about a cooking class, a free cooking class. I'm talking about come to do a pie workshop. I'm talking about come to do a Kids in the Kitchen, a free bingo, a holiday bingo, anything other than just saying, hey, come and buy. I like you to have something on your calendar. So you book your own party of some fun kind. Then when you're going to start to make some contacts. So now we're going to think about, well, where am I going to find contacts? Well, first of all, you see people when you're out and about. Make sure, and this is the old advice, but make sure you have something with you. I've been caught without having a catalog or a business card. So how hard is it to throw 10 mini catalogs in your purse? And as you're handing them out, tell them, hey, I'm a director. I'm a future leader with Pampered Chef, and one of my jobs is to pass out 10 mini catalogs. Now, if you want people to call you back from that, you have to give them a reason to. So one of the things that my team has done is put a coupon in for $5 off their next order, or $25 extra, a free $25 product for having a party. Now, would you do this all the time? No. Would you do it if you're just absolutely strapped for cash? Probably not. But I bet if you went to a booking store and you could buy bookings, and a $25 product, by the time you give them the host discount, which you're entitled to, and you take your commission, is going to cost you maybe $12. If you could get a booking and you paid $12 for it in the next 2 weeks, you might say, yes, I'll go to that store. So out and about context, that coupon has helped my team get a call back. Okay, they'll call for that reason. But make sure if you don't do that, that you at least put a prize drawing slip on there and you say something like, every week I do a drawing on Sunday night from people that I meet, and I give away some really great prizes. So let me get you in contact. So that's kind of the out and about. Then I would go back and get rid of the assumption that because somebody, was at a party or hosted a party in the last 6 to 12 months, they're off the table. They are not. That's your warm audience. Those are the people that probably, if you gave them a good reason enough, they would book. So I think that you have to get rid of that misconception that they just were at a party or they hosted for me last year. Doesn't matter. Because when you're starting to, think, okay, there are people I can connect with. I'm going to make some calls. If your booking call does not produce a booking, then you have that party that's coming up next week that you can say, but you know what, I would have loved to have you book your own party, but I am doing a free cooking class next week and I'm going to be showcasing blah, 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 and I'd love you and a friend to come. What would you think about that? So you always can leave the call with an ask for coming to the party that you're doing. If you've been in the business a while, I just looked for a few more bookings for November it was for October, because October did have a great host special. It was 60% off anything. So I called previous consultants, people that were on my team before. They make great hosts in the future, and I got 3 former consultants to do parties with me. And you can bet that I'm going to try to get them to come back. So if they can't do a cooking party when you make your call, then do a catalog party with them. Or if you're a virtual consultant, do a virtual, or have in your back pocket that turkey trot where you get 10 hosts to collect 100. I mean, if you want to do it, there's absolutely no reason you cannot do it. There is no reason. People want Pampered Chef more than ever. We just have to go back to the basics that our company was founded on. Build a relationship with people. Tell them, what you'll make at the party. Get them to want it. And I promise you, they're going to come your way. So that's just a little bit about that.
Thank you, Mara. I used to love, first of all, just to kind of recap, I love how, connect with food first, use our host program. It's a valuable tool. Use your host as your helper. And the biggest one was stop assuming, right. Assume that people don't want to host or they've already been recently done to shows. You shared so many great ideas. I so appreciate your expertise and sharing from your heart. So thank you for joining the call.
Thanks for having me. Bye, you guys. Good luck.
Thanks, Mara.
Okay, take care. Have a good day.
Okay. So what did you think of the call?
Got a lot of good tips out of it.
Okay. So let's go around and ask what one
sour cream and covering melted cheese, like that was what I loved. I didn't actually care about nutrition as long as I didn't get too fat. I was cool.
Oh,
but yeah, now I just love eating.
Is that your YouTube?
Yeah.
Things like kale and beetroot and just greens, and just loving getting all that good stuff into my body.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our premium capsules. And our amazing company is, we call it.
There we go. Okay. Oh. All right, so sorry about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go around and share one idea that you all plan to implement from Marna's training or something that you thought that was a great idea. Melba, let's start with you.
I like where she said like host a workshop, a pie workshop, and she just made all the pies, and I think that'd be great.
Okay.
Had a good time.
Wonderful. Good job. Thanks, Melba. Okay, Michelle.
I was looking at the coupon in the catalog. I like that.
Coupon in the catalog. That was, I don't think I've ever heard that idea before, so I thought that was very ingenious. Okay, Kathy.
Did you ask her, Donna, if she could share what her coupon looks like?
I could ask her. I'm sure, you know, knowing Marna, it could be a Monopoly $5 bill. But I will share with you so that you know, she did send me her recipe, you know, from the
theme shows.
From the theme shows. So I will share that. So, you know, it takes, like, when we do this call, it take a few hours sometimes to download it. So tomorrow when I post the call, I will also post the theme show supplement with that. So yeah, I'm not sure what the coupon looks like, but I can ask her.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. So I'm sorry, Kathy, go ahead and share.
There was actually quite a few. The one that, you know, with the themes, of course, and I like the idea of giving the host a gift, which we've heard that before.
Okay.
And especially, like you said, as far as the rock crock, if they've already got it, use it as a gift, perfect time of the year. Get a different size that you don't have.
I think that she actually went live on her page and broke the that rock crock, like did it more of a here's what you can get, and she went live and then posted it on her page. So I don't know, Kim, have you seen that?
I haven't.
It was kind of going around, so we go from there. So I could maybe look at that and see if we can post that so you can kind of get the verbiage on that. Okay. All right, Shannon.
It kind of tied in with one of our tic-tac-toe homeworks, but the idea of hyping up food and drink and the experience, and not using the whole party or show idea, but gathering with friends and family and highlighting the experience of it all.
Okay, great. Thanks, Shannon. And you're always so good at that, Shannon. You know, you enjoy, you know, giving your guests a true cooking experience. So I understand why that spoke your language. Right. All right. All right, Nicole.
I liked the one where you give your hostess the $50 gift or some kind of a gift at the third show booked off of hers. Thought that was a good way to try to generate a booking or two.
Yeah, and she's so, I've always heard, you know, $50 in product, you know, not up to a $50 product. That was such a good point that she made. Janae? Janae has two.
I'm losing connection. I got some of it, but I'm going to have to listen to it again.
Okay. Well, okay. We'll look for you to post something once we go ahead and post the recording. I feel your pain, Janae. I've been there so often. All right. Ashley. Ashley, can we get you off of mute to share?
Yes, I love the idea of showcasing like food ideas or themes to potential hosts. I usually do that afterwards, like, you know, okay, well, we could do this and this and this. But I like having that ready at your host show that you're already doing, and getting people excited about that, and having people different ideas, and even pitching their own ideas if they wanted to for me to use for a potential cooking show.
Awesome. Good. Thank you, Ashley. All right. And Denise, for your first call, what did you think? What ideas did you come up with?
I thought it was really great. I really like the holiday bingo idea, and I want some more information on how to do that.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. And I love I haven't heard of the Get 10 hosts called the Turkey Trot. I never heard it referred to as the Turkey Trot.
Yeah, neither have I.
I thought that was a great idea, especially now if you think about it, with the holidays, you're going to be in front of so many more people. So you tell your host that, just at Thanksgiving dinner alone, how many more people you'll be in front of. So,
yeah.
So if you, as I said, it will be posted onto the 90-day Facebook page. So please, go back and listen to it again if you need to, because this is the foundation. These first few calls you are setting, the speed of what your business is going to look like at the end of the 90 days. And you have to have those bookings on the calendar. And I don't want to lecture you about that, but I just want to tell you, set yourself up for success and spend the time right now on the Power Hour and engaging people. We can't say it enough. You're going to be in front of more people now than you ever are any other time of the year. Okay. So tomorrow I will be recording using the Spiral Notebook, keeping track of your leads, because we want to have a system that works. And I will also talk about the Power Hour. How many of you have implemented the Power Hour concept already into your business before this point?
Once.
Okay, so once, okay. All right, so we're going to talk about that, having a Power Hour schedule. If you don't have a party, you should be scheduling a Power Hour so that we can get those bookings, on our calendar, okay? So watch for that tomorrow. Marna, first of all, she got you started. I hope she got you, jazzed and excited and ready to tomorrow to pick up the phone and move forward with some of the ideas. We always have for our homework, is it typical homework? It's your tic-tac-toe. And so how did you enjoy doing your tic-tac-toe last week?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the tic-tac-toe was all about, our options were making 3 contacts a day, having that income call with your director, setting your goals. So when you listen to that training, setting goals, I hope you wrote those goals out and you have those visual, in front of you, posted to your mirror, posted to your computer, whatever you look at on a continuous basis, those goals should be front and center for you all the time. I love that you posted a picture of your future paycheck. That was so much fun. And I got to share something. Melba and I were laughing so hard. So Melba took the picture, and instead of posting it to our group, she posted it on her Facebook wall. People were like, Melba, wow, you're making so much money. I mean, we laughed so hard. Her and Larry and I were just so, we almost didn't have the courage to tell them, no, this is what, but she said one person thought that it was next year's date. So, hey, if you want attention, follow Melba's when you're doing it. So it's true. You know what? It's this group is all about sharing with each other. I loved how we shared about Halloween and how we shared about our holiday memories, and it just gave us insight into each other as people beyond Pampered Chef consultants. So I hope that you enjoyed that, because I really enjoyed it. Now, some of you contacted a director about her promotion experience. The other box was 6 recruit conversations. The middle box was listen what everyone must know about bookings, and then the last box was held 3 parties before the next call. So Kim Manning has she's compiled all of our winners on tickets, all of your tic-tac-toe winners. So before she picks out a name, who's feeling lucky?
Drum roll, drum roll.
Yay. All right, go for it, Kim.
Shannon.
Shannon. Yay. All right. And so here's what Shannon's getting. She's getting the Express Party
awesome.
chalkboard. And so this was where you'll put your party code on here. And then they just, so we talked about that a little bit earlier. But the best thing is on the flip side of this, you're able to put your party dates that you want to book on this side or the specials or anything. So I'll be mailing this off in the mail to you, Shannon. Congratulations. That is awesome. All right. So there's prizes every week. So this week's tic-tac-toe will be posted on the page so you can get going with that. One of the boxes is preparing your director bound commitment form, which is in your participants workbook. So that's one of the first things that you need to do. That's an easy space to fill, everyone. And go ahead and then send that to your director, okay? So we want you to do that. One of the boxes is go green by the 15th. Green by the 15th, that's $150 in sales. That should be just a given on that. Here's one that I love, and I got to give Christina McIntosh. She put together our tic-tac-toe this week, was to contact another consultant by phone in this group and talk to them about their why. Okay, again, that's about getting to know each other. Hold 3 recruit interviews by your next call, and you might make sure that you include your director into that. Share a Pampered Chef holiday gift idea on our 90 Days to Dedication Facebook group. Hold 3 parties by the next call. Go Facebook Live while cooking your recipe. Okay, everybody's going to be cooking once in the next 2 weeks, I'm sure. And then book an online or a virtual party with someone out of the state you live in for sometime this month. Okay. All right, so Kim, is there anything that you would like to add to encourage the team? Anything that you would find helpful for them?
I don't know, just keep on doing the homework. That's the big thing. Like, I know being in programs like this before, there were some that I was in that the homework was not required or you weren't held accountable for it. And so then I didn't always do it, and I didn't always succeed as much as I wanted to. But then I've been in programs where we're held very much accountable to it. If you don't do it, you get kicked out. And so that was like, oh, I'm going to do the homework because I don't want to get kicked out. And of course, then I've had a whole lot of success with that. So just do the homework, do all the things, and then just be consistent and believe. The one thing that I was so excited I heard Marna say in the call was that your brain, this is something I totally been saying all the time, is your brain does not believe the truth. It just believes what it hears most often. So make sure you're constantly telling yourself the truth, and you're telling yourself what the things you can do and not the things you can't do or that are hard for you or that I'm scared to. Just change the story you tell yourself. So I was excited to hear her say that.
Thanks, Kim. Absolutely. Perfect closing. I couldn't have wrapped it up better myself. And you know what? Thank you so much. We will look forward to meeting right before Thanksgiving as our next call, which will be November 20th. And that call will be with Nancy Jo Ryan on prospecting and booking away from our parties. You're all way ahead of the curve on this. You get the big picture of it. Just keep moving forward every day, doing a little bit more than you did the day before. So we believe in all of you. So go for it, and we look forward to hearing all your success stories on our group page. So congratulations, everyone. You made it to call 2. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.